Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm Jonathan Friedman, and our next guest in the studio is Rob Ciampa. Rob is with Business Catalytics. Welcome, Rob.
Good to be here.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your business? What do you guys do?
So, for the past 25 years, I've been working with a variety of companies, startup companies, Fortune 500s, and over the years, we've introduced a lot of products, opened up new markets, but there was a constant theme to what actually succeeded, and that was building business models and really changing how companies operated. So after my last stint at a company called Pixability, where we took it from a small company struggling to the Inc. 500 list of fastest growing companies, I decided to strike out on my own. I said there's got to be a way for me to take the models and these operational processes that I built out over the years and institutionalize them. So for the past year, I've been building out an entire technology infrastructure, and the main goal being we actually take companies that are struggling or companies that are missing their targets, we rebuild them operationally, and we get them performing. So as we're testing out our systems to make sure, and we're doing a lot of stuff with machine learning and big data and some artificial intelligence to really make some assessments as to what's happening with these companies. So as we were building out the systems, we decided to collect a lot of data. And we've looked at almost 300 companies, 100 that we actually got data directly from them to see if the systems would work. So what we're doing for the next few years is rolling everything out and going full force with new marketplace.
Interesting. So you're applying, and this is size agnostic, whether it's a small entity. Is it industry agnostic in terms of the application?
It is. That's a fantastic question. When you look at operational problems, and I'll share some of the data results. We looked at the models themselves are pretty flexible. We've got 11 core components within the models right now, and we break it up. Some small companies will only have a couple of those components that are necessary for their specific point in time.
So give us an example of the types of components and one or two, what they might be.
So a lot of
throughput?
What we end up doing is we're looking at, from the strategic viewpoint, you can't do something operational without looking at the strategic elements. We're looking at the marketplace in a very, very different light. We're looking at the company's mission within there. We're quantifying everything. But then we start looking at how the business model is constructed. We're taking a look at how the management team is laid out. We're looking at things like the corporate culture. We're looking at how the product is built, and all these components. And we quantify everything, and we take a look at how all the pieces fit together. So for larger companies, they'll have more components. For smaller ones, they'll only have a few. So we've applied in both areas. But what we did is when we collect the data, it also allows us to diagnose a company for their operational punching ability. And in order to test the system, what we did is we said, okay, let's take a look at 300 companies that have in some way missed their growth targets. And we analyze them, and we analyze their operational performance, but we also analyze what they were telling the marketplace. And so when a company has problems, the management team itself is going to say, the problem is the market. When we analyzed it, we found that 90% of the time, the problem is not the market. The problem is the company's ability to execute. And when we break it down, we found a lot of issues, surprisingly, with both management and leadership. So our goal is to turn around, it's like, let's take the politics and the silos apart, and let's see what you guys actually need to do to fix this.